Let's do a story time about how my half-sister, who is about 10 years older than me, groomed me and helped me make an OF page when I was only 19 years old. During this time, I was trying to quit dancing at the Spicy Club because I was realizing the effects it was having on me and how toxic it was, and how I could never step foot in the club without drinking. So I tried confiding in my big sister during this time. I went and I stayed at her house with her husband, who, by the way, was like 25 years older than her. They lived in San Diego, so I went and stayed with them, slept on their couch for a little bit. And during this time, I didn't realize that my sister was looking at me literally the way pimps look at people. I was just a money sign in her eyes. And she knew I was trying to quit drinking. She knew I was trying to quit the club. But little ol' her decided to convince me to make an OF page. She drove me to the store. She got me a big bottle of vodka. She set up my OF page. She helped take inappropriate pictures of me. Then she joined me and we took inappropriate pictures together. She told me that whatever I make on OF, I need to give her half of it for rent money, even though I literally just needed a place to stay for a little bit. Short story is, I was an OF girl, a cam girl, for about a week at her house. She had a specific room for her camming room because that is her full-time job, is being an OF girl. And she let me use that room. Well, the first 2 days of me having an OF, I made a lot of money. At the time, I didn't have my own bank or my own debit card, so I hooked up her account. Let's just say I never saw any of the money that I made. She kept it all. But at that point, I was already used and abused, so I didn't really care. I've never really cared that much about money. I've always just cared about love and safety. So whatever, I didn't complain, I let her keep the money. But I will say, a couple days before I ended up leaving her house because I realized how weird it got, I guess her husband, who, like I said, was about 20 years older than her, had a talk with her, telling her how what she was doing was not okay. So she came into the room one day and started crying to me and like apologizing and saying sorry. And 19-year-old me, who was like oblivious to what was going on, I was just like, girl, what? We are getting our money together. Like, we're women, we're empowering each other. Yeah, moral of the story is, there are older women out there that literally will use young women to make money. We can put all the blame on the men, but the thing is, we already know how men are. Now it's time to speak up about the women who groom young girls into becoming SW workers. How about we talk about that? Let's talk about that. Women can be predators too. Said it so many times, but every time I say it, I get called a misogynist. So I guess I'll be a misogynist. I'm just sick of these women getting by because they're women. You're a man in a woman's body. You think just like a man because you see a 19-year-old girl and you think, how can I make money off of her? Instead of, how can I protect her? And that's the problem. That's the issue.